This is Delia. She is 13 years old and had just been charged with misconduct within the school's premises, possession of alcohol.
It's right there. I see the list. See?
No, you're not.
Yeah,
Pull that out. Whatever it is, pull it out.
And resisting the cops. But wait, if Delia is just 13 years old and hence considered a minor, why would she be aggressively held down and cuffed? What could a young innocent girl have done to deserve such a level of aggressiveness? On the 7th of March, 2023, 13-year-old Delia was detained in an office within her school premises and had to wait for cops to arrive for some questioning. According to the school personnel, this teenager had not only been misbehaving within the school premises, but was also drunk and had alcohol on her, which she insisted wasn't on her. When the police arrived, Delia persisted in saying that she was innocent of the accusation thrown upon her, but that didn't stop the cop from saying she was still to be arrested. How terrible could she really have been?
It's right there.
It's not right here.
I can see the
It's
bulge
not
in
in
your
my
pants.
house.
I don't see it. It's
Where?
right there.
Where?
I can see the bulge.
What bulge?
She has it right there.
Well, you guys want to look at my underwear or what?
No, I do not, ma'am.
I bet you guys do because you guys keep assuming.
Not assuming.
That's it.
It's right there. I see the list. See?
No, you're not.
Yeah,
Pull that out. Whatever it is, pull it out. No.
This teenager would not back down. She stood her ground that there wasn't any alcohol on her and proceeded to call her mother. But something was starting to show here, and it was her attitude.
Have you brought Maker?
Yeah.
How?
I don't know, pinche culos. Come pick me up or some shit, man. I feel like
Okay,
being
let me find you with them. On my way.
Yeah, man.
Don't fight with them.
Oh, no.
I know. Don't cut them up, okay? I'm coming right now.
Yeah, because you already have fuck these bitches.
Okay,
I'm not
don't
trying
cut
to
them
do
up. I'm coming
this.
right now.
Why you keep staring at me?
Yes, Delia isn't exactly a calm and innocent teenager. Her constant use of swear words was probably the driving factor for having her detained and heavily guarded by several school personnel.
Shut up. Can you?
Yeah.
Okay,
What happened to them?
nothing. These stupid ass hoes are trying to take my
I'll
bullshit.
okay?
Hey, knock it out with the language behind.
You!
Okay. If you know what, I can put you in cuffs and beat you and
Nah,
put
I
you
don't
under
want no
arrest.
cuffs.
Okay.
I'm not gonna get no
Okay,
cuffs.
then knock it off with the language.
You!
Okay.
Furthermore, this minor wouldn't give up her phone, and because of her constant resistance, she had to be handcuffed.
We're trying to take it and shit. And then when he walks in, you guys stop. Like, what?
We'll wait for
No,
your
I
mom.
didn't stop because he didn't. It's because you pulled it away. I'm not going to fight you for it.
Well,
I
you're
was
trying
trying
to.
to
I
take
can
it.
sure tell you were trying to.
No, wait, listen. I just have my
No, I
hand on it.
wasn't. No cares.
I don't.
Okay, well, hush it up.
Yeah, knock it off.
Yeah,
Okay.
you too. Oh, hell no. Stop.
So it's not gonna.
Move. Take my head, punk.
I didn't punk it.
Yes, you did.
Stop fighting.
Delia had to be cuffed to control the situation a bit. And yes, the alcohol was found inside her pants, even with her constant resistance and screaming. It really wasn't an easy task. Now, it has been established that Delia isn't an easy teenager to deal with, especially with her mouth. Throughout her detention, Delia wouldn't stop insulting, not just the school personnel, but also the cops. The 13-year-old even used the word retarded on the officer present in the room.
My phone now. You have my phone? Where? Not right there. Oh, hold that ticket.
Ahorita I'll get to your mom. If they tell me to release you, I'll do the class 3 citation and I'll release you to your mom.
Class citation, that's retarded.
So just chill out.
Even when the officers had tried to control the situation by not just calming her down, but moving her to another room so she'd be properly checked for the alcohol suspected to be on her, Delia kept telling them not to touch her and had on more than once told the officers and the school personnel to shut up.
I don't want you touching me, okay? You're in my real thing.
Okay.
You're trying to rug in my
Delia.
Shut up, I don't care what you, okay? Shut up just to make me warmer, mad.
There really weren't any verbal boundaries with Delia. She kept at the words, kicking and screaming at the personnel and officers around her. Now, it's more than clear why she was charged in the first instance and aggressively cuffed. This teenager had no remorse in the slightest and had felt entitled all through the detaining and questioning process. When Delia's mother arrived at the scene, she didn't take it very well, with the school personnel and the cops around. Without hearing the full story and how Delia had engaged in some misconduct, Delia's mother began screaming within the school premises, demanding that her daughter be released.
I'm gonna sue all you guys. You can sue, but she's detained. Okay, you can pick her up in Little Where? She's detained. I detained her.
Where? Where's my daughter? Why did you detain her? Did you put your daughter?
Stop.
Oh, my daughter, because I mentioned that you grabbed her like that.
She's gonna be charged.
Charged for what?
She's gonna be charged with
Why
battery.
you guys threw her to the room when she was right here in the area calling me?
She's gonna be charged with battery on the school personnel and minor possession of alcohol.
A couple of minutes after Delia's mother had walked into the school premises to confront the personnel and cops, an officer approached her to properly explain the situation. Although Delia's mother calmly listened to the cop, it was still clear that she wasn't buying any of their words. Delia's mother really believed that her daughter possessed no misconduct traits. She insisted that Delia had never acted that way before, but it was clear that alcohol wasn't the only factor driving her to act that way. And to think, Delia had even physically confronted the school principal.
So while the principal had the phone, she lunged at the principal to snatch the phone and hit the principal's hand. And the principal goes, "I'm not going to fight with you. I'm not going to fight over a phone." But she gave her the phone back.
In the next clip below, the whole situation is explained again. This was to shed some light on why none of the school personnel or officers were overreacting to having the 13-year-old aggressively cuffed. One would think that, even with the situation severely explained, Delia's mother would cooperate better and ensure that Delia was being properly disciplined. But that didn't seem to be the case.
She started with the arms. It took me a while to grab your arms. When I grabbed your arm, I detained her. By that time, I told her, "Now you're detained, now you're under arrest."
Even after Delia was released from detention that day, her mother went on to make a call, explaining how Delia was mishandled by the cops and every other person involved. Furthermore, without any interest in understanding what Delia had done, she stated her intention to press charges against the cop who had cuffed her daughter that day.
This Officer Prado, he threw my daughter on the ground, and my daughter's a minor.
Okay.
I think that's a boundary to me.
Okay, so obviously there has to be reason that any kind of officer uses force.
And what about a camera? Should he have?
Yep.
Is he supposed to have the camera on at all times?
Yes.
With minors?
Yes, correct. Yes, most definitely. Most definitely.
Also, and I'm calling regarding an incident that happened on March the 7th on Tuesday at Sierra Middle School.
Okay.
The things that he did was appropriate, getting my daughter on the headlock, throwing her on the ground, and having all these other securities, like, get on top of my daughter. One of them was even sitting on top of my daughter.
Charging a minor can be pretty tough and messy, but with the case of Dear Delia, who didn't seem to be the least remorseful and wouldn't stop running her mouth or feeling justified, there wasn't anything the cops could do to prevent filing charges. After being filed with a couple of charges, Delia was not only placed on probation, but also suspended from school. Once again, there was no hint of remorse, even as her sentence was made known to her.
You're on probation.
Me?
Yeah, no.
No. Why are you gonna put me on probation?
No, I'm asking.
No, don't put me on that shit.
Alright.
Started.
Delia was sent home with her mother, and even as she left the school premises, she still didn't stop running her mouth. It appeared that the whole incident didn't faze her in the slightest.
Ah, finally.
Wait up.
Ah, you bitches. Wait on my.
You want to
Shut up. I'm gonna you. I'm not gonna see you again.
This is what she had.
This is what she has.
But being phased or not didn't stop the filing of the charges. 13-year-old Delia was charged with battery on school personnel, resisting, and possession as a minor. This was one exhausting situation. Hey, that's all we have for today, folks. In the comments section, tell us what you think about each case. And don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more interesting cases